Hello there, people! Since I'm not doing a Elder Scrolls Arena tonight because I have some parts in the works I still need to upload, and don't feel exactly like recording more right away because of that, I decided why not do a bunch of Doom videos, I guess. Not sure, I'm probably not going to do a bunch actually, but I'll do something. One level. We'll see. Okay, we got Beholder. This WOD was created by Alex Cannon, Jeffrey Cannon playtesting, using DE250B4. Okay. I think it's the beta 4 version of a DU? Maybe I think that's supposed to be DU somehow, but the 250 throws me off. Because it's supposed to be version 5 or so. So yeah, I don't know what DE_250B4 is. Okay, feel free to email me with comments and suggestions. I'm particularly interested in how difficult people find this level. That's without cheats, guys. This level is complete, but I was planning on adding a lot more. Anyway, to play this level, run Beholder. It's E2M1. Alright. It doesn't tell me anything about the level. It's Beholder, so that really doesn't tell me anything either. What's with all these bloody vague levels? Seriously. What is the deal with vague levels? Okay, that's an idea what this level's going to look like. And it's regular music. Okay, can I see myself? I can see myself. And I look good. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, we got blue door right over here. And we got cacodemons that will try and kill me. And even though it's a flying enemy, it's stuck up there. Look at this. He's a flying enemy! Yeah, I think we managed to get him stuck. This is pathetic. Okay, now we have to kill some stuff. Eliminate, destroy, shoot these guys outside the window. Because they're being annoying and chirping. Well, that was an ambush. If I press this button, it lowers the platform of death! Yay! That's actually good. Because I wanted that cacodemon dead. I didn't want to be so cheap by trying to aim all the way up there. Okay, I can see the blue key. Now for a stupid question, well... Beyond the blue door... In fact, there's a red door right behind the blue door. Wait, what? Beyond that, there doesn't seem to be anything. As in, like, secrets or anything? Oh, God! Yay! The mobs have killed my enemies. This is always intriguing. When there's a teleport like this, you always check behind it, because there might be something. It's one of the big important rules. Die! I was too slow, so I deserve to be shot! Like a little sissy. Punch! Hello? I'd like to complain. You have a lot of green walls and growling people. Yeah, so far this area is kind of like... Nothing really to complain about, but also really it's just a bunch of randomness. It's like all over the place. This is a secret. You can see like the sunken in area on the map. So ta-da! Secret. Die! You can't shoot me straight ahead! Why? Because you're pathetic! What do you want? To be blown in the head? That's my job. Better not be thinking of taking my job, punk! Last guy who tried taking my job, ended up shot. This game loves cacodemons on pillars. I mean, look at that. He's getting confused, but beyond that fact, second secret or not. Find your lack of secrets confusing. Oh, got an elevator. I'm on an elevator. Help! Help! Get me off the elevator! Ooh, plasma gun. I like that. Okay, I was rewarded for being on an elevator. Yay! Okay, now what's all this about? Like, what happened over here? I kind of blocked myself in. I might be doomed, people. Because of my inability to figure out where I'm going. What's this man do? It unleashes hell! Oh, dear God. What have I done? I don't like this! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! So you start moving and start shooting. So we need more carnage. Okay, dive between the shots and shoot everything else that moves. Less flying around to hit me, the better. Then that means I can focus on the remaining enemies. I know I just did. Free chainsaw! I like it. Aha! On guard! There seems to be a way back. Not sure if I just want to go that way right away. Because we have other things to do, like kill this guy. And his buddy, Mr. I like to put him in air. I think I'm cool, I like to put him in air, dude. He's a terrible dude. So it looks like we're heading back somewhere, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get back up here afterwards. I'm scared about that. I don't like when we get stuck one way. I found the secret! Good news, I found the secret. Bad news, I missed the key. I'm not doing that. I want that key. Wait a minute, what? Okay, that's the secret somehow. I'll take it! I'll totally take it. I really don't even know what I did. I don't know what I accomplished at all. I'm kind of blundering around aimlessly and hoping for the best. Found both secrets. Oh God! I seem to have found the way forward. And it's filled with pain! Luckily I have a chainsaw. Now I can just make mincemeat out of everyone. Oh God, another one! Hey! You all are trying to be pain in the butts, aren't you? Oh God! Free healing! Die! Is this a crusher? Ah, I thought it was a crusher. I wanted to crush you. Cheap! I wanted a crusher. Well, they're definitely putting me low in health. That's all the items in this map. So I guess it's just kill stuff. Kill stuff and make it to the end. Simple goal. Probably not the best. Something tells me it's going to be like a bear or something because I have the plasma gun. Got some free ammo out here. No guns. Like nothing really of you. Ooh, here we are. Here's the way forward. I knew it! I knew there were barons! What did I say? Freaking barons! Freaking barons! And now, just to give me a bad day, cacodemons. So definitely shoot these two back. I'm good, you punk! Dive in between. Yeah, it takes care of him. Now for the remaining things that are trying to kill me. And to not die here. Because that'd be embarrassing. Wait, what? How was that the outset? That cannot... What? How? What? Huh? This is the exit switch? Somehow? I don't get that at all. We're missing enemies, of all things. How on earth did we miss enemies? Why on earth did we miss enemies? We found all the secrets, but we didn't find all the enemies. Ain't that fascinating? But wherever they are, we can still get back to them. I'm not exactly sure where they are. Hello, random things. I'm trying to kill you. Well, this is a pointless circle. Yeah. Where exactly are things? We're kind of missing a lot. Like, a bunch of enemies. We're missing a lot of enemies. How is this possible? How do you miss a lot of enemies? I think this is one of the first times I actually have to hunt around for kills. Which is distressing. This is a Quake level, I understand it. But this isn't. This isn't Quake. You should be better than this game. But no. You had to say what. Now see, I think this is something. I'm gonna no clip in here because I think this is something, and I'm not sure if it's gonna like. See, I knew it. Now for a stupid question: how does one get in these rooms? They're like weird bot scenarios. So like, okay, so there's ways back. Now for the question of how do you get in? If it portals you out to there, that suggests the way forward would be somewhere around there. Because they want you to almost progress before they give you it, usually. If there would be something. It's a rather weird thing, honestly, to have these random bosses in the middle of the level that they expected me to go to. I don't get it. I really don't get this at all. Right now, we're kind of doing some pointless wandering that I don't think is achieving much of anything. So I kind of want to hump like the walls all around here. Because if there's an area, it'd most likely be it somewhere down here. Just keep making sounds. And of course, I run right into the wall that makes me fish. I didn't mean to do that! I was framed, don't you see? But yeah. Of course, this level would have a frustrating, annoying thing with enemies. It was otherwise just a pretty much a bland, mediocre level with really like a lot of corridor shooting. But if we have a hunt for random enemies that we really don't need, not exactly like that. It's like, is there even something here? Like I said, if there's an area B, it should be out here. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it would warn you at the end of the level area unless you get over there. Right? Unless it just randomly teleports you out there. Or is it like, it's supposed to teleport enemies out there and it just doesn't? It could always be that. It could be a broken teleporter. I'm thinking that's what it is. Because I'm not seeing anything out here for me. It's like, there's no way it could have been here. Unless this is something. Nope. No clip off. Or I die. Yeah. So I think this is a case of two enemies trapped in two rooms. We see that type of stuff a lot in Quake. For a minute, I thought I saw a button like it sunken under here. Sadly not. I said it makes sense to be out here, but, well, I'm not seeing anything. Anything would tell me where the buttons are. Here we have teleporters. But, like I said, I'm not seeing anything that leads into them. Like, anything that makes sense for where they are. That's something. What's in here? Well, that's death. Hello, death. My old friend. This is a bad idea! I probably have to go in there with a chainsaw. It's the only way. It's the only way to roll. The chainsaw to your face and... Telefrag! But yeah, it's like random areas of demons. And that explains where a lot of them are. Let's see if this is all of them. I think this is all. If I make myself non-physical, it's cheating, but if I don't... Could you, like, all go through the teleporter? I have to, like, alert them. Good job, you killed your buddy. Good, okay, everybody is gone. Except me now, because I'm trapped here. I'd like to file a complaint with all the fact of matter that I'm about to die off. Everyone just get away from me. Yep, this is all the enemies. So that's that. Okay, let's get out of this hellhole. Freedom! 100%! Even though really it wasn't 100%. It was whatever it was kind of before we did that. So no clip it and again avoid this way. Go up. We'll see what exactly the percentage was if we didn't kill those enemies of what we would get. Right over here? Sure. And that is 86%. So yeah, you're playing this level and you're curious what the percent is without no clipping or all that. Yeah, 86% is what you kind of have to get. And if you decide to no clip and take out those two rooms or just basically alert them, that's all they really needed was some type of alert trigger so they walked into the teleporter. But yeah, it seems like whoever did it kind of messed up on the teleporter. While I'd like to really bash them for that, there's really nothing I can bash them for because that type of stuff happens all the time. It's happened a lot in Quake levels, other sort of levels. You name it, usually there's something that has like a broken teleporter or so. So, yeah, it can't exactly be said too much bad about anything. Without making me sound like a complete hypocrite. So yeah, it wasn't too bad and whatnot. Once you kind of figure out, I mean, once again, the use key kind of makes it more frustrating because that means that you have to spam every wall and try and whack it. I guess you could argue the same thing for Quake or so with like hidden walls, but usually they wouldn't do that to you in Quake to the point that you don't expect it. In Doom, you expect it to the point that you wonder, is it behind a hidden wall? Is it in a random teleporter? Is it in something? See, these things kind of come back. They all come back and, kind of become things that can be. Things that occur. You've seen them occur before in Doom. You know that they might occur again. It's basically experience. If you get electrocuted by a switch, you know not to touch the switch. So yeah, if that's the case, we've seen a lot of times in Doom where things have kind of been because they're behind a push wall, because of whatever the scenario. But Quake doesn't do that to you. So yeah, if you really wanted what kind of why exactly I feel Doom would do it a bit worse, that's why, because like I said, all culminates to that final thing being it's what you expect and what the game will do to you. I can't, like I said, I can't even think of really like a good Quake level, or even any Quake level, or any of the obscure levels or so that I play, Q2 or any of those packs, that really did that to you. Like I said, I have examples that are pretty close, but even those. And yes, there are some examples where stuff is stuck behind walls. I can't actually admit that one. Q2 has a level like that. But in general, this doesn't happen either one. And yeah, like I said, in Quake, just to kind of quickly move down the walls or whatnot. And yeah, and also the fact of the matter that this doesn't happen every other level. But I'll still give it the benefit of the doubt, even though it happened. Like I said, even though I'm saying all this, and I'm pretty much trying to prove my point of why exactly it's different. And why I wouldn't be a hypocrite if I said that. At the same time, I don't feel like exactly pointing on that or whatnot. And other than that, this level was kind of meh. It didn't really do anything abysmal, anything really that was like, oh god, why is this level so terrible? But honestly, this level just felt like a bunch of corridors thrown together with a bunch of random textures. And yeah, the most I remember is that some enemies were on pillars and some on the ground. There really wasn't much, I don't know, interesting or standoutish about this level. There was nothing that, I could say had its own identity. The fact that it's called Beholder and completely fades out with every other level. The fact of the matter that, it feels like just another pointless long corridor run. It just really, like I said, the biggest problem with this level is it really doesn't feel like it has its own identity. It's kind of just that one of those random mediocre levels that you kind of pick up, get through, and then kind of forget about it until you play it again. Like I said, you have to remember I played through these levels before, and these are the type of levels that, even though I played through them like a few times, I can't even recall them. I mean, I couldn't have told you I ever had what Beholder even looked like. I mean, I couldn't tell you what any of them looked like until I actually play them, and maybe I recall the abysmal levels. But yeah, like this, I don't even recall it. I couldn't tell you a single thing about it. So that's pretty bad, honestly. I feel levels should have some defining or memorable thing about it, or at the least have something that keeps it interesting or something like that. It's good, a good base if you don't have anything frustrating, but so, in a way, shouldn't the level do a bit more than that? Shouldn't it, stand out in some way? I'm not saying like have a bunch of flashy things or anything like that. I'm saying, just do something that makes it have its own image. Don't feel like every other level that's come out already. And that's exactly the problem, is that it just looks exactly like everything else. In fact, the matter, it's just a bunch of random corridors to sell. It doesn't really, bring interest. Yeah. So, with all that in mind, like I said, there's definitely a lot worse out there or so to play, but this also isn't too standoutish of a level that really felt like it did anything really exciting or really cool. I guess based on its timestamp, it's pretty interesting for what it did. I think 4.2 honestly was a very early time. I might be incorrect on when, these are, but based on the time when it possibly was, it actually looks relatively decent, I think, compared to everything else at the time. But yeah, even when you say that, it's still like you still had Stones and other ones that just did things better. They had more of an idea when it came to, I don't know, layout, general spacing, and making things look interesting. Not just making long corridors or so that you just kind of keep moving through, and they're pretty empty. I guess at the end of the day, one of the big problems is a lack of furnishings, lack of anything standoutish. That might have something to do with that. But honestly, there's really, like I said, not too much wrong. It's just there's not too much right. It's kind of like definitely one of those levels that belong right in the middle of the scale, mediocre, and a good defining thing for which all other things are based, because it's like anything worse than this is terrible and anything better than this is really good. So, rather than mine, thank you very much all for watching, and I shall see you all next time.